Hey guys, how's it going? So I'm going to hit you with a short video today talking about the Saints Row 2 patch. I've been getting a massive influx of comments asking about it, rightfully so. We're all waiting on it and we have heard absolutely nothing for years at this point. It's kind of sad. But today, I basically want to kind of give my thoughts on a few big things I keep getting asked in the comments. I also welcome all of you to comment something down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Again, I'm not an insider at this point, I don't know anything about it, so I'm currently just going on the rumors and things I hear behind the scenes, which sadly it isn't a lot, unfortunately. But let's kind of go through the bits I do know. So Deep Silver have said they still want to pursue the patch, and currently at this point, I haven't heard anything behind the scenes that would indicate this has changed. So to me currently, and again this is nowhere near even close to being confirmed, Deep Silver are still working on it. Honestly, at this point, I don't know whether it's going to come out or whether they're just going to scrap it because it's not worth the effort. I've heard things on both sides, but currently I've heard nothing that's indicated that it's actually happened at this point. So currently I do believe that Mike Watson's patch is still on the way. The next question I kind of get is how will the progress be affected with the Volition closure? And I don't really know. I don't have as much insider knowledge about the Saints Row 2 patch as I wish I did. However, I've also heard rumors behind the scenes that the patch was nearing completion and all they really need were game testers to test out the patch internally. So whether this means they can just kind of go to different internal testers and get it tested out and then released, or whether it means they can't do it because they still need Volition to work on certain bits and Volition doesn't exist anymore, I don't know. So it is possible the Volition's closure could affect the patch. It's actually more probable that it will. However, to what degree and whether it'll actually be a massive hindrance or not, I truly just don't know. I'm obviously praying that this is something Deep Silver can work around. People want this patch, people deserve this patch, and Mike deserves its patch, so it's something I want to see focused on majorly here. I don't feel right talking about Saints Row going forward without this being the main focus. Once this is out, you can kind of, look towards the future, but I feel like this should be the main priority right now. I don't know if people agree with me, of course, but that's just my take. No dates are confirmed as of yet. I know a lot of people keep asking me about, oh, when do you think it's going to release? When do you think it's going to release? Honestly, I don't know. I would have said a few years back at this point, so I really have no idea when this is going to release. It's taken forever. So at this point, I'd be somewhat looking towards maybe a 2024 release or maybe a late 2023. Whether they're going to do that, I truly don't know. I don't know how much Volition closing has actually put a spanner in the works. I would expect a 2024 release. I'd be very disappointed if by 2024 we still didn't have it. In fact, I'd be pretty pissed off if we didn't have it by midway 2024. This should have been out years ago at this point. So, this is something that I would like to see on the horizon soon. No longer than a year away. Definitely nowhere near a year. It should be within, in my opinion, next 6 to 8 months. The next one I get is once this patch is out, can we have remakes and remasters? And that's actually a really good question, and I appreciate everyone asking me. Again, a part of it comes down to me not really knowing because I'm not a game developer. But looking at it from my point of view, I imagine if you have a more stable game to work with, which is obviously the patched version of Saints Row 2, it would be a lot easier to build on that foundation with enhanced graphics and stuff. Right now, the PC port is such a mess, they can't really do much to it. I mean, modders have spent years just trying to fix the game in its current state. I don't think adding better and improved visuals would be a smart move with how bad that PC port is. However, when Mike's patch comes out, who knows? Maybe the game will be in a much better position and people could actually go and think about remastering the game, which would be great. And another thing I heard recently that I think I heard from Corpo Code from the Volition dev was something along the lines of with Saints Row 1 and 2 source code being so messy, they'd pretty much have to remake it from the ground up. Now, I'm just going to be totally honest and blunt with you here. Deep Silver has shown no interest in wanting to remake these games. So I think it kind of is outsourced to a remaster or nothing at this point. I would push them, obviously, to outsource a remaster. Heck, if you need to find a way to fund that, remaster Saints Row 4 first, get that out, get some money to fund a Saints Row 1 and 2 remaster if it's more expensive. Do whatever you have to do, but this is what would please fans. It does seem like a bit of a no-brainer. Of course, I'm not on the business end of things. I don't know how those numbers would weigh out and work. I'm just a guy with a microphone, so who knows? Maybe I'm way off. But I do think it would be a worthwhile venture for them personally. Maybe even if it doesn't make the biggest return on investment, it would definitely restore a lot of faith in the community and revive a lot of the life Saints Row deserves. Saints Row has got an incredibly passionate community of fans who have been dedicated for decades at this point. So to me, it would be a massive waste if they didn't capitalize on that. The strongest thing Saints Row has going for it these days is its community. And even with a community as split and fragmented as it is still full of the most passionate and creative and dedicated individuals out there. It would be a massive waste not to capitalize on that. So if they choose not to capitalize on it, that's their loss. But unfortunately, it's also our loss. But to me, I truly think that that would be the move. I would say if they can possibly do it once this patch is out, look towards a Saints Row 2 remaster. Um, that'd be a nice thing to do. And in fact, I would actually, this is a bit of a ballsy take. I'd actually push Deep Silver to announce it like really early. I know that people may not want to know this, but I just think with the state of Saints Row, people need something to kind of hold on to, and with no hope on the horizon, I think it would be wise for Deep Silver to say we're looking into doing a Saints Row 2 remaster. They don't even have to say it's on the way. They don't even have to confirm it. They can simply just say we have interest in remastering one of the older Saints Row games. And I think that would be enough for fans to hold on to, truly. I think that's one of those things where it's like, fans could look at these games and go, yes, they're breathing new life into them. This is what we want. And that to me is a big no-brainer. So that's something I would really push Deep Silver to do. Again, whether they will do it, of course, I truly have no idea. It's kind of heartbreaking to see how many fans have just wanted these games to come back and be back in their prime for years. And unfortunately, money is basically the only thing standing in the way of it. And it's heartbreaking because, again, as I said a minute ago, there's just so many dedicated, passionate fans out there who deserve a good game and deserve a game they can enjoy that actually resembles the franchise they fell in love with. So the idea that money is the main thing standing in between that is kind of heartbreaking, especially when it would just be the easiest move to pull to win back some public perception. Again, this isn't me hating on anyone. The gaming industry is hard. I mean, look at Telltale. They nearly went under after releasing one game. Telltale died. They came back. They released The Expanse, and they're already going under. Let me know if you want a video on that, by the way. But that's just so messed up, man. Those poor guys. Going off topic, but the point I'm making is the gaming industry is it's a hard one to play, and I can understand why Deep Silver would be cautious, especially after the development hells they've had with stuff like Dead Island 2. That's got to have been just a massive money pit for them. And now the reboot didn't make the biggest return on investment. It's very clear to see why they would be kind of skeptical about putting a bunch of money into a project that may not have the highest success rate they want. Again, that's not me saying I agree with the decision. That's me just trying to play devil's advocate and actually look at why they wouldn't do it. All that being said, the point I'm kind of getting at here is I think it would be a big power play from them to do something like that, just confirm it's something they're looking into and kind of revive some hype. I think the main thing I would really like about the Saints Row 2 patch and obviously possible remasters, which I know this has kind of dived more into the remaster or remake side of the video here. Um, I would just like a bit more clear communication. It's on the way isn't enough in the nicest way because it's been on the way for years at this point. How about you tell us how far along the way it is? How about you give us a rough estimate? You gotta understand this is not some official project release. This is a mod made by a fan that you are finishing up because he passed away. You don't have to be all corporate and official. You can simply just tell us in simple words. We're not looking for the brand Deep Silver here now. We're looking for the people at Deep Silver, the people that can actually portray us what we need to know. We don't need a public statement. We need someone coming and going, hey, this is where we're at. Hope you look forward to it. That's it. That's all we need. And then, of course, there's the final thing. Is it over? Is it going to be cancelled? Are we never going to get the Saints Row 2 patch? I truly hope that's not the case. I do everything I can to push Deep Silver towards finishing this patch. We deserve it in the nicest way. And maybe it's selfish to say that with all the things going on, but fans deserve what Mike started. You kind of have one job at this point with Saints Row, and don't move forward until it's done. Every single thing you announce, you release, you put out that isn't the Saints Row 2 patch is a kick in the balls to any fan waiting on that patch. A kick in the balls to any fan that is stuck by the company, the franchise, the entity, the IP, whatever you want to call it. To the people that have been there the whole way, they want this. They know the importance. They know the weight of this. And if you don't release it and you keep releasing shit, they're going to start to question why you don't know the weight of it. and that's kind of what I'm getting at here. It's important, basically. It's important to fans, so don't cancel it. That's basically what I'm getting at here. I know it's been kind of just a ranty, rambly video. I kind of shortened the script length on this and kind of went a bit more off on a tangent. So let me know if you like these more sit-down style videos. They're actually pretty fun to make. I didn't realize how like freeing it was to not have to write a script. I can just sit here, chill with a microphone, and stumble all over my words. You have no idea how much I've had to cut. Also, before I go, I apologize for the Saints Row 1 gameplay, not Saints Row 2 gameplay. I brought a digital Xbox, and my Saints Row 2 disc, obviously, well, it's not digital, is it? So I've been kind of fucked. I can't play any of these games. I gotta buy them all again. So I'm waiting for a sale, basically. But yeah, anyway, I'm head off now, so take care. Look after yourselves. Thank you all so much for watching the video. If you have any questions, comments, anything, feel free to drop them down below. I'm always happy to listen to what people have to say about this very important thing Saints Row needs. Anyway, take care, as I said, and see you soon.